Hey, what's up guys, DiplexHeated again. Welcome back to Total War Attila. We are playing the Medieval Kingdoms mod and I'm super excited to be bringing you some gameplay from the latest patch here that is only available to the developers and people who have the closed beta access. I'm pretty sure this mod will be available to all the Attila players out there soon, but the mod is currently sort of fully released for all the Rome 2 players at the moment. I'm not entirely sure what they aim to do with the Attila version more specifically. Perhaps they'll even make it playable on the campaign map, but then again, I think Total War Attila is just more optimized and, you know, an all-around better game than Rome 2 was and perhaps ever will be. So I presume that's a good reason to continue developing the mod for Total War Attila, but the mod is still available to everyone out there playing Rome 2. I'm not sure if Kingdom of Sweden is available in that version or not, but anyway, here I have it, and I'm super excited to be playing. I started uploading a couple of videos of this game a couple of months ago, and they were at a beginning very popular. They have gotten a lot of views, hundreds of thousands of views, but my most recent one was not a great success. And I guess I can kind of understand that, because you guys are mainly interested in story-driven content, so I haven't really been able to do a story, but just random battles here and there, which can become a little tedious after a while, if there's nothing new about them, that is. But there's certainly something new about it this time around. We're playing as the Kingdom of Sweden. As soon as this came out, I just knew I had to make a video about it, being Swedish and all. So we're gonna create a small scenario here where the Swedes have crossed the narrow Baltic Sea, and they are going to be landing here in Mare Sarmaticum, and they will be invading the Teutons. I think this will be interesting. I'm not sure if there's any major realistic historical accuracy in this, but I'm sure it'll be cool. The armies are pretty well matched. We have got, I believe, better archers. They've got cavalry. We don't have any cavalry at all. My reasoning to that is that we shipping our troops and everything over on boats. I'm just gonna pretend that we couldn't really fit a majority of cavalry on all the cavalry that we could, and all the horses rather, that we could get on the boats that we took over crossing the sea. We have about 12,000 men crossing, so we have, I think, would need roughly 200 boats or something like that, depending on how many you could fit on a boat, of course, or ship rather. The most of the horses we got on were obviously meant for the general's bodyguard here, as you can tell. Look at those emblems. I recognize all these. I don't know the moon, though. Being Swedish, the lion, that's a different one. I'm sure there's historical accuracy behind them. It'd be nice to have, like, the different counts and earls of different counties. Oh, look at that. That's skull on there, isn't it? 3 crowns. That's sun glare, though. Holy shit. This is going to be one huge battle. And we need to click start straight away. We don't actually need to click start away, but I will click start away. And people have been asking me, why can't you play this in replay? And I'll tell you this, and I'll tell everyone the same thing. My game does not, or this game, or this mod rather, does not enjoy being played in... The replays don't work when you're playing with AI, and because the AI will automatically... Now, they didn't move their troops now, and I understand that, because replays won't work in this mod if you move any of your troops in the deployment phase, and I believe that that's mainly for online. So when I've done online replays, we've just started them straight away, and we'd have to move troops afterwards. But we are indeed attacking, so let's form up our army. Formation! Let's use a formation. Can we?
The enemy approaches.
Oh, I don't even see the formation that we have. Oh, we're supposed to approach the enemy. Here come the Swedes. So otherwise, if I knew that the replays would be working, perhaps they do work in this patch. I haven't got a full idea of it. Then I would obviously play this battle out by myself and then just do cinematic commentary afterwards. But that is not the case. So look at this blob of units. I'm gonna fast forward for a while. Oh my god. This is quite incredible. We've got spearmen on both sides. Kind of like the unit setup Oh my god, look at this. The Swedes are coming. There we go. This is just going to be an all-out crazy melee battle as far as I'm concerned. And I don't mind that at all. Naturally, being mentally insane. But we've got the flanks. Oh, shit. This is my Wikipedia page. I was reading about Swedish history. There we go. I was like, I gotta find this to see if there was a major war, you know, in the Dark Ages there, early on. Sweden took part and blah, 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 blah. I didn't really find too many things. Oh, look at this. It's like a band of wildlings running at each other in a loose formation. Been catching up on Game of Thrones. I only have season 5 left now, and then I've rewatched all seasons within like 3 weeks. I've seen them before, but I just knew I had to again before season 6. Ah! Not sure if that lion with the red roses is Skåne, but I definitely know that it's on one of the county arms. County coat of arms. This is turning into a big brawl now. Left flank. They've got cavalry, we don't. Something to keep in mind of. Which actually adds a little more atmosphere to this battle, but we do have spearmen that's ready to brace. This cavalry is going to be in for a really bad time. We got mercenary men-at-arms. We've called in mercenaries, that's good. Polish mercenaries, German mercenaries. Anyone who will fight for some Swedish gold. Now, I want a really melee-heavy flank to prepare for a massive attack. They will be firing at will, as they are. Send these men up the center. Forwards! And we'll get our mercenary fighters on this flank. Oh, look at this. It's just all out chaos on this field of battle right now. Swedish invasion, huh? Oh, getting artifacts on the battlefield. Sorry about that. Usually happens every now and then. So I really just wanted to see the Swedes in action. Get some cool footage here as our men fight away. And it's a little laggy at first, but it's not on my PC. My frames are just fine. It is actually just the engine going at it. It's actually CPU stuttering. So I guess that's my CPU's fault, even though I got a pretty good one here on the computer that I've been renting while I'm here. Look at these Teutons coming into the action. Pretty sure there's a lot of settings you can tweak to reduce the stuttering, but then remember, this is more than 20,000 men here in this battle today. That does lead to certain stuttering. Big fight going on in the center. Just love the Swedish colors. Sweden might be my new favorite faction. Completely biased, huh? I wish they spoke Swedish. That would have been ridiculously cool.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Well, the Jarl will be sending his men to the left and right. I wonder when they stopped using Jarl ranks and shit like that. Because there's a really famous Swedish guy called Birger Jarl, which was like a Jarl. Jarl skill? And then there was like other dudes too. We're sending in our Huskarls. Heavy melee infantry with axes and shit. And tiny shields. They don't need bigger shields. Look a little silly almost. They're going to be rushing in. And they're going to be trying to hit this Teuton cavalry up in the back. We've got some... Are these? Yeah, these are spearmen, polearm infantry, which is good. But the cavalry is obviously to great advantage, some would say. We just need to strangle that advantage. Spearmen, counter cavalry. Oh, they got lancers. Their cavalry is many in numbers. They have 2 units per force. That's 8 units. So roughly about 1,000 cavalrymen, which is obviously good to have. 1,000 riders. 1,000 riders. 1,000 strong riders. Can make all the difference. So we're gonna be kind of like semi lagging away here. As we are. This line is kind of like, some of these guys are obviously in combat, but they're still holding their line. Like, they're still gotta hold their line. Like, what the hell am I talking? Repeating myself. Still gotta hold their line. Yeah. Move it around like that. Combat's even. Storm around there. Great. Archers. Target their archers. So we'll hit our own men. And we'll hit theirs too. Isn't that a scene from when the Braveheart? But sir, we have men in there fighting, or whatever he says. Or like he says, I think the commander says, we'll hit our own, not the king obviously, but we'll hit our own men too. Or like we'll hit our men, and he says, and we'll hit theirs too. Like, you know how he doesn't really care. It's a bit crazy, isn't it? That would seriously lower my morale, knowing that I got hungry sons of bitches firing bow and arrow at me. The cavalry's kind of splitting off. But this is going to be a long and lengthy battle. And just look at the current chaos. I don't know why it starts stuttering without the HUD on. Oh, never mind. With it on, it does it too. It's now different. It's now better. Forwards! Well, that's unacceptable. Oh shit, that's happening back here. No! Some of our Axbondir, which are obviously pretty low-ranking melee infantry, has gotten themselves in a bit of a shithole. So we're going to try and push back to our current line of defense while we push for these guys. If we're lucky, we can break them before the cavalry gets the better of the other side. That is gruesome. Gruesome. Look at this. We got some Schwertbrüder and Heated Men. Heated Men is like our regular swordsmen. They're chasing after them. There's a small... Oh! Don't fuck with Sweden, yo. Fucking cut his head off. The armies were pretty well balanced. Number-wise, we are slightly more, but we're talking like a few hundred only, maybe 100, 200. They have cavalry, we don't. So then again, we make up for that. The cavalry we don't have in some good melee units. So it depends on how you use your cavalry and all that. Like obviously, it's working out really well on this side, where we're definitely gonna lose all these 3 units here. We've actually lost one already. We're gonna lose these two here in a second. So we just need to be able to hold this flank. And obviously break them on this. If we can do so, then we are good. As many men call it. I wonder if I want to commit my king. I think I will. I think I'll at least send him here and rally the men. We got 400 spearmen about to clash with the enemy, and they've got some counter charging us here with these huge axes, which is just fearsome. Completely, utterly. Okay, he has got his... I'm gonna rally these guys here. Get close, rally them. There we go. That sent a little green message to everyone around. And then we're going to commit to a big charge right here. Ah, my liege! Forwards! feel like it might be time to stop playing with 24,000 troops on the battlefield if my CPU can't keep up with it. Very understandable. Looks like we pretty much lost all of our shittier infantry, and this band of axe bonder is about to go down pretty much instantly to this cavalry. So that's well on them for that. They've routed the rest of our axe bondier. I think our Swedish king. Oh no, the king is gonna be fighting the enemy cavalry right now, which is cool. He's got 80 in his unit, which is a lot, but they've got 50 in theirs. So 2 of them would probably break mine. I believe their cavalry is better too than ours. I don't know if Sweden's ever been known for good cavalry, except maybe in the during the Napoleonic Wars, but they were kind of Finnish. The Hakkapelita, which were Finnish cavalry unit during like the 1700s and 1800s when Finland was owned by Sweden. They were legendary cavalry units, and we have obviously had some pretty good ones. Look at this. I think the best cavalry unit in world history has been the Garde Cheval, right? The Imperial Guard and horse, Napoleon's own, with the big bearskin hats. Not the Polish Lancers, not the Scots Guard, not the not any hussars in particular. Even though some of the light hussars unit that the British cavalry had during the Napoleonic Wars were obviously legendary. I mean, obviously there's so much legendary cavalry during the Napoleonic Wars. That was really kind of like that last big war. I mean, cavalry was obviously used afterwards in World War I and all that stuff, but like that was a whole different thing to have lancers running at big formations of enemy cavalry, artillery, and all that stuff. It was just very cool stuff indeed. We need to get the hell out with these. Push in the assault on one unit. That kind of obviously forces them to charge in on everything. Where are our mercenaries? Hope they're not lazy. Push, push, push. Push, push, push. We'll target one unit and have them. That is not good. We don't want to lose ours, do we? We'll charge together with the Heated men here. Actually, we'll retreat behind our lines. Set ourselves up over there. Right now, we do not need to put ourselves in more action. We need to escape out of it for a second, actually. Our general has fallen. Fuck, he was back here, wasn't he? No, he's dead. I think that's him right there. Could be him too. That's horrible. That is not good. But I think our men are too deeply invested in this battle already. And we're making too much progress here. But the Teutonic center is just so strong. The battle of the flanks is just interesting. Look at that. They're breaking off even though they killed our general. His lieutenants and captain will ride out in glory. We're tired, exhausted, but we will keep on marching. Look at this. Madness. This is Sparta. There we go. Keep on charging. It's really nice to here we go. Have a good look here at the Swedish. What's going on over here? Small little melee combat. Do 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 do. Be right back 1 second. Forgot to close the door to my room. I think Robert from Games and some other people came home.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Are we winning this yet? Look at just the massive troops that have died out here on the flanks to allow us to work ourselves in, even out here. And not to mention back here where there was a big fight. Cavalry just slaughtered in hundreds. Look at this. And they still have a lot remaining back here. Obviously that majority of that being the general units and all that stuff. Let's see if we can use some heavy shots. Pierce the shit out of that spear sergeants. While the majority of our men just keep rushing in. A lot of them breaking off, obviously. But us losing so many generals back and forth is taking a toll on both teams' morale. We've lost our entire generals unit right now. These guys have returned. Glorious. We'll march them back into battle. They're fresh. I don't want to have them. Perfect. That's what we needed. We're obviously losing off a couple of troops too running back, so it is very back and forth. It's very interesting. Their center is just so scary. Look at that. They've always almost broken us off here too. We must put our spearmen to the test here. And our great melee infantry must go down and then strike them from the front there, because we haven't really got anything fighting them down there. Looking good on this side. Mass rout incoming, perhaps. Pray for the mass rout. Pray for the mass rout. We're going to try and spread out in the back here as much as we can. I'm going to do a little fast forward play here so our men get into the position. Doesn't really change the speed at all, actually, which is a bit of upsetting. Yeah, we've really triggered it. This entire side now just melted away. And the center won't stand for long. Look at that. The rout has begun. The Swedish invasion has been a success.
Men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Glorious. It's been a long fight, though. A long and bloody fight. The battlefield is just cluttered and scattered with casualties right now. Quite a Sunday battle, wouldn't you say? And that, my friends, is complete victory. Thank you guys for watching this battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a close victory according to this game. Let's look at the casualties. So yeah, pretty much even in deployment. Lost about half on average. I lost 1,000. The rest lost about half on average. While they lost about 2/3 on average, a little bit more. That is quite insane. Their cavalry did do well, though. Our archers, look at the archer kills. That is really good. These guys really, some of our herdmen did good. The Huskarls did amazing. The mercenaries did great. The rest, mediocre performance on average. So it really shows what units did amazing or not. All of these units did really well on average, too. It's just that their archers could not pick up. Wow, that was interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon again. Bye.